We are giving a talk today about cracking the marketing code. And what we wanted to tell you is that outside of Ban.do, we have zero marketing experience. But collectively, what was the math we did in the room? 20 plus years of Ban.do marketing experience. So we're hoping that that will be relevant for you guys today. I am Jen Gotch. I'm the founder and chief creative officer, and I brought two highly qualified interns with me. Just kidding. Introduce yourself, guys.
My name is Christina Winkleman. I'm the director of social media at Ban.do.
And I'm Allie LaBelle, and I'm the art director.
Brand pillars are an important part to contextualize how you want to market to your customer, how you want to talk to people that you hire, how you want to speak to wholesale customers, how you want to design your products.
And even like an early adoption of our brand pillars when we first started doing our gift line was we had a 3-page document that we all contributed to that was essentially all the words that you could think and associate with your brand. So if you have a company, it's any words that you can think of, nouns, adjectives. I think some of our early words were like fast cars, like pop rocks, just like anything.
Candy and fast cars.
Yeah, and I think it just puts your company in perspective. It gives you material that you can work with to kind of build a bigger brand story around. We really do a lot of things based off of those brand pillars, even what we do in social media, images that we post, is it following any of the 6 brand pillars, yes or no? If it doesn't, we probably don't have time to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think what has made Ban.do social media so successful is that you really have to care about social media and you really have to make it a big deal because it is a big deal. We use it primarily to also connect with our audience. Right now it's me and 2 other great girls, and when you leave a comment for us on our Instagram, we're gonna see it within probably minutes and we're gonna comment back. It's a place for us to really connect with our audience, and it's a place for us to field any customer service issues that might come through. It's a place for us to really listen to our audience. Another thing that we really like to do, and we've just recently did this, was establishing our baseline. When I started at Ban.do maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was writing, shooting, concepting out, editing blog posts every single day, in addition to posting about 3 or 4 times on Instagram, being on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. And I think I just burned myself out. And then I think we just came to the realization, why are we blogging every day? Is that working for us? So it's
it was not working.
So it's really kind of looking at your social media platforms, seeing what's working for you, where your audience is really located, what does well, what doesn't do well, and just be ready to adapt and change, because what will work today is probably not going to work in 3 or 6 months.
We didn't come from traditional marketing backgrounds. We just wanted to connect with people. So I think it's allowed us to be free from some of those conventions where it's you have to put your bestsellers on the front site and your slider, whatever your homepage image, it's important that it has a call to action and all of that stuff. And I think we've tried to buck a lot of that system and just make it feel like you're home, you're at our place.
And we also wanted to make it a place of inclusivity, which is, why we started featuring a lot of the internal girl gang. A lot of members at Ban.do, we asked them to be our models for some apparel that we launched recently. Showing different sizes, different ethnicities, I think was very important to us and something that we plan on continuing to doing. And we also use a Shopify app called 460 that we use to supplement, every time we post on Instagram, it'll automatically upload to our homepage. And then when we tag the products and the photos, it'll automatically show up on the product pages. So if you're looking at a t-shirt that you've wanted to buy, and you can go to that product page and you'll see girls who have bought the shirt in the past, took a picture of it on Instagram, and now it's on our site.
With that first apparel launch, like Jen said, it was 4 SKUs, and we had a great photo shoot, and we were all ready to put it up on the site, and about 10 days before we did, we were like, I guess we should probably talk about social...
How we want to market this.
Emails,
Is there a hashtag?
Is there a hashtag? And so we all kind of stopped everything to just focus on that, and at the time we could do that, but it made us think, not only do we need to organize our thoughts a little bit and pre-plan when we are going to do a launch, but also it was such a successful launch off of only 4 SKUs. Should we be putting products out regularly in more segmented assortments?
Yeah.
And it changed our whole launch strategy. I mean, now we're putting stuff out every couple weeks. It's insane.
When we kind of got in, bloggers weren't the thing that they are, the powerhouses that they are now, and influencers wasn't even a word. Like when we started, we were just looking for people that liked what we were doing. Like, to me, that was enough, and it's still really enough. Like, we don't look at people's numbers and go like, oh, that's too low, we don't want to give them anything. Like, to me, anyone that's going to emotionally connect with my brand and tell their friends, whether they're doing it on social media or they're just telling their friends in their college class or at their job, or is good enough for me. And we've been lucky to not have to pay for posts or hire people to, obviously we have PR, but like all of that has been very organic, and because of that, I feel like we treat it with a lot more respect, because we're not saying, here's $5,000 and some stuff, can you post? Like, we're just like, hey, we want to, send you something for no reason, or send you something because we thought you would like it.
We get a lot of feedback just on our product design. Like, when we first designed our first agenda, we basically asked our Instagram audience, we were like, hey, if you got an agenda, tell us what we did right, and then tell us what we also did wrong. We're designing this for you, and we want you guys to be involved in the process. So if you want laminated tabs, which we didn't do the first year, let us know and we'll do that.
We ask our audience, and we ask them both privately and publicly, and so it's just a great way to engage on a marketing platform and also get product information, and then be able to come to your customer the next year and be like, hey,
we did
what you said.
You.
Please buy it now because you asked us to.
So everything that we get back from the customers, we definitely take that into consideration to just make our products better for the next year.
Because we want people to love and enjoy and connect with all parts of us, and so any way we can do that and make things that people like don't want to throw away is something that's really important. Bye.
Bye.